Alright, so this is Speaker Block Man right here. Today I have two speaker systems to do a little test. So as you can see on top is the Bose Soundlink wireless music system, and on the bottom is the Panasonic RX-DT707 turbo top speakers system. Well, so this is actually a new to vintage battle, which on top is something just a few years ago, 2009, and on the bottom is 1991, which is at least 20 years ago. And it's very vintage. Well, it still works perfectly, which is very surprising. And yeah, I mean, like, for what it is, and since I got it from secondhand market, I really don't expect it to win, but it actually, I don't know, exceed my expectations. Actually, I mean, like, wow, this is very amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna have a listen. I'm not gonna tell you how how it sounds and competes to each other, but just gonna have a listen and basically give you an idea of how both of these sound. Not sure about how much power the Bose gives, but the Panasonic, I believe, is two 11-watt woofers and two 5-watt or 3-watt tweeters. Not so powerful, but the sound it packs is quite amazing for what it is. And it's using a real amplifier. It's not a Class D amplifier or anything that does not need a heatsink, which a real amplifier, well, I believe, should sound a little better than Class D amps. And another thing is it does not have any DSP technology. It does not compress the speakers or anything like that. Unlike the Bose, fuck man, there's a whole lot of compressing going on while turning it up. So I found the sweet spot of the Bose, and there's no sweet spot on the Panasonic, which basically all sounds the same. Just over about 85% start distorting, and that's it. So we're gonna play some Japanese music, since the Panasonic is a Japanese model, although the Bose is America. But I really can't fucking find any music that well, whatever. I mean, I'm just gonna play some random music and random songs to give you a good idea of how good these sounds like. And I'm using a very old computer, a very old, like 10 years or 5 years. This is a 5 years one. I have a 10-year-old one, but I'm using a 5-year-old one since the newest one I have, which is the the Asus, as a Bang & Olufsen IC power sound card. And why am I not using it? Because it's not tuned flat. It is tuned crazily. It's like boost to bass and boost to treble. I'm not going to do that to test speakers, because that's what you get from that isn't real sound. It's not, what it is. So, in this case, I'll be using a older one that has a better sound card. Sony simply, they make their own sound cards. So let's play this. Okay. The Panasonic is now going first. Then it'll be the Bose. So here we go. Try to. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to. I'm gonna cut it right there since we still have another sound system to test, which is one on top, which is the Bose. So we're gonna put it in front of this cover top right here, and since it's a bass reflex system, I'm still going to try to move my cover top away so it does not block the bass port. And there. That is where we're going to place the Bose. So, now, we're going to be playing the same song. I'm going to start it all over again. Here we go. anyways, I'm gonna stop it right there. Well, what I think on these both of these systems is that the Panasonic, well, it's tuned for flat frequency. Does not have a bass boost. Does not have a treble boost. I think it's just really flat. It does not have any bumps or anything, which is pretty good for hi-fi listening or just some classical music, which that way sounds pretty good. I'm not sure about how the camera picked it up, but yeah, that Panasonic really I think really is flat, and even if you turn it up, unless it distorts, but it still sounds pretty good, which yeah, for me, which I think is very amazing. On the other hand, the Bose, well, the Bose, I think it's decent. It doesn't seem to be so boosted as long as you don't really turn it up that much. But when you starting to turn it up, it kind of reduces bass and boosts the treble, which just sounds tinny and really unnatural. But anyways, it's in a very loud condition, so for outdoor partying or anything. So yeah, loudness wise, well, I don't know. I think I haven't turned the Bose to max yet, but Panasonic, well, Panasonic on maximum, I think it distorts. It's just distorting, very bad. The Bose, well, as I said, I haven't turned it up yet, but I did turn it up a little bit more than this, and at the same time turning down my iPad's volume, which well, it still is boosted. I've turned it to the maximum, and had my iPad volume on very low. Well, it sounds boosted. It doesn't sound natural at all when it's on maximum. It's putting a lot of DSP technology onto those speakers. So that means that the amplifier might overpower the speaker if you take out all the DSP technology and all that kind of stuff that covers the speakers up and make it sound amazing. Well, but yeah, I think they already did a good job on this Bose Soundlink system. I mean, to me, I think this is actually the best ones I've heard. The Bose, I mean, like, Bose is known for its shit quality, but this one, well, I think it's actually not that bad in real life. It does compare to some stuff older, of course, like the Cobra Top, and also does compare some stuff newer to something that's slightly a bit newer, which I don't know, I've heard on Marts and compared them on just regular retail stores, and it does compare. It does not just fade away like sounds like shit or whatever, which is pretty amazing for me since Bose actually made something that is not that bad, because usually Bose products are not so good. But yeah, well, I'm not going to give my opinion of who wins or who loses. I think they're both very good sound systems. So if you watch this video, you can comment and say which one wins. And